Leaders in Kisumu County have vowed to support the Building Bridges Initiative report 2 days after it was officially launched by President Uhuru Kenyatta and Opposition Chief Raila Odinga. Now, the 1,450 elected members of county assemblies will have millions of shillings under their control if a proposal by the Building Bridges Initiative to create a fund becomes law. Our reporter Baraka Karama with a cross-section of Kisumu MCAs to get their views on the document is currently in Kisumu. Baraka, if you can hear me, let us know what is the feeling of these MCAs as far as Kisumu County is concerned.
Oh, well, of course, just some few days after the Building Bridges Initiative BBI was officially launched by President Uhuru Kenyatta and Opposition Chief Raila Odinga in Nairobi, we're just trying to sample views and opinions from a cross-section of leaders in Kisumu County in relation to that particular report. Remember, just last week, both President Uhuru Kenyatta and the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga were in Kisumu, and of course they did call on the residents of this particular region to ensure that they support the BBI report. So right now I'm at the Kisumu County Assembly grounds, and at this point in time I'll be engaging a cross-section of the leadership of this county assembly and the MCAs in relation to the BBI report. Just welcome. Okay, first your name and what is your take? Just last week, the president was here with the opposition leader Raila Odinga, and of course, the BBI has officially been launched. As the members of the county assembly in Kisumu, what is your take?
Thank you very much, Baraka. One thing I want to say, you remember when the constitution was promulgated in August 2010, there were some issues that were to be addressed immediately and some were to take about 1 or 2 years for them to be addressed. You realize that in the fourth schedule of the constitution, a lot of functions had been devolved to the counties. But then we realized that the functions have been devolved, but the resources were left behind. So I want to say that I'm very much happy about the BBI because it seeks to bring back the resources with those functions that have been devolved. Like when you talk about 35% being devolved back to the counties, it then means that the resources are there so that we can be able to perform our functions. One of the problems we've ever had is that some of the key functions like the roads which have been devolved, most of the roads are pathetic. And the people on the ground only think that the MCAs are not working. So if BBI is going to devolve 35% of the entire amount of money back to the counties, we are going to make sure that we fix our roads, we are going to make sure that we fix our water system, we are going to make sure that we fix our education system, key among other things which are there. And that's why in my take is that as a member of County Assembly, and my name is Roy Samo, the MCA for Kajul Ward, I am very happy and I've addressed this with our people, and our people are very happy that this seeks to address the questions that they've been asking. And again, 5% being coming back to the ground that are going to be called as a ward development fund, then it means that the people themselves, the residents, are able to come up with the kind of projects that they want and they see the implementation. So thank you very much.
Let me just take some more comments from another MCA. Just welcome. What is your take in relation to the BBI report that has officially been launched as a member of the County Assembly of Kisumu?
Thank you. My name is Seth Okumu, MCA representing ISEME and the Chair of Administration of Law, Justice, Good Governance, Constitutional Affairs and Security. I think I chair the committee that's directly responsible for constitutional amendments that we are going through. And I want to say I'm very happy with the launch of the BBI, Building Bridges Initiative report. And I want to say particularly to the youth that the report that we are seeing that needs to be passed is really favorable to the youth. For instance, I think if you are any young person who has been to university and you have gone through help to get through school, we are giving, the report is recommending a 7-year tax break for you before you start paying your loan. If you are a young person and you want to start business, you are given 7 years tax break. And it has specified that the youth enterprises must comprise of 100% leadership of youth, and 70% composition must be youth. And lastly, to the youth, we are going to have a youth commission, and we are going to amend Article 237 to read 237A, and it is going to have a youth commission with 7 membership, and out of the 7 membership, 4 must be youth. We'll have a chairperson and 6 other members, and out of these 6 other members, 4 must be used. So I think the BBI report is really good for the young people of this country. It will ensure that we are having employment for the youth through the macro and small enterprise that will give a tax break. And those who are going to school, who have gone through help to get to school, they're going to have 7 years to start paying their loan. And I think it's a good report for the young too.
The majority leader of the Kisumu County Assembly, what is your take in relation to the BBI report? Of course, we saw you at the Bomas of Kenya. What is your take as one of the leaders in this particular assembly?
Thank you so much. First of all, my name is Ken Onyango, Majority Leader, Kisumu County Assembly. I want to say that as an assembly and as a county, we are firmly behind the Building Bridges initiative, because the report that was just launched at Bomas on Monday contains a lot of good things, not just for Kisumu County, but for the entire country. For instance, for the first time, we are going to have the Ward Development Fund. Hitherto, this is a fight we have had. And you can remember just the other day, the National Assembly flopped that bill that was supposed to entrench devolution at the grassroots. But now, that is going to be in the law, and we are very happy about it. Besides, our revenue that is going to come to our counties is going to be increased from 15% to 35%. I want to say, without any fear of contradiction, that if 15% has done such a monumental job in our wards, that certainly 35% will do more wonderful work. Yeah, and we are very happy. And I want to say, especially to the youth, that for the first time, the youth agenda is now going to be firmly entrenched in our constitution. I think that the youth issues should have very clear policy guidelines, so that we don't rely on this issue of wheelbarrownomics that is being peddled around here all the times. That is not going to take us anywhere. So as an assembly, we are going to support the BBI report, and when it comes here, I believe we are going to be the first assembly to pass it, so that it becomes law. Thank you.
One last comment from the Finance Committee Chairman. What is your take in relation to the BBI?
Thank you so much, Baraka Karama. My name is Honorable Steve Owiti, the Chair of Budget and Appropriations Committee, Kisumu County Assembly. And I want to say that I fully want to associate myself with this BBI report for the good reason that it carries in it the aspirations of the many Kenyans. Specifically, I want to say that one of the biggest cancer that has eaten our economy and this country is corruption. And we look at that report, we see a situation that we are trying to constitutionalize the corruption fighting mechanism. We are not just going to do things just anyhow, but it is the supreme law of the country. And I want to say the reason as to why we have to support this report is that we must amend our constitution, which is indeed the supreme law. This supreme law is what we want. The idea that we need to have policies and regulations is not correct. We want it in the constitution so that we are able to implement and ensure that as a country we shall never go back. And for that matter, the issue of fighting corruption is very critical too. The reason why I think we need to support this BBI report is because it's going to also structure the electoral malpractices. The winner takes it all. Inclusivity is very important. We are looking at a situation where even if somebody loses at the national level and any other, they can still serve this country. And so that because we are 44 to 47 tribes in this country, we are not saying one person would do it. I want to say that as a country, issues of equity, which is very important to me as the chair of budget, when more money comes to the county and to the counties, I want to say with proper structures of fighting corruption, not just been eating our economy, then we are going to see the fruits of devolution. And this, for that matter, I want Kenyans to believe, let us support BBI because it is the only thing that is going to make devolution work. And when it works, the lives of our people will change.